Hey there, before we dive in, I'd like to invite you to follow S Historia so you can catch this and all our upcoming videos. If you enjoy our journey through history, please support us by subscribing, liking and leaving a comment. It really helps us out, and well, we appreciate having you along for the adventure. Beneath the sands beyond the Nile and even deep under the sea, Egypt hides stories most people have never heard. Not the polished tales told by tourist guides, but quiet whispers of ruins buried in deserts, sealed chambers and cities swallowed by waves, from sunken pyramids to forbidden temples, from lost kingdoms to artifacts said to carry curses. Every mystery pulls us deeper into the shadows of a civilization that still keeps its darkest secrets. Tonight we walk slowly through these forgotten places, letting silence and stone tell their story. The temple that shouldn't exist. In the endless Egyptian desert, buried beneath layers of golden sand, lies a temple unlike any other. It's so strange and baffling that it challenges everything we think we know about ancient Egypt. Scholars, explorers, even governments have struggled to explain it. Many say this temple simply shouldn't exist. The stone walls are covered in carvings and markings that match no known Egyptian script. The architecture is unbelievably precise, built far beyond what we thought possible for its era. Massive blocks fit together so tightly you couldn't slide a blade of grass between them. No ancient texts or maps ever mention it. For years its location remained a secret, revealed only through satellite images and whispers among archaeologists. The site is now heavily guarded, access tightly restricted, with the military rarely allowing even authorized researchers inside. Imagine standing on the edge of this ancient structure as the desert wind brushes your skin and the setting sun paints the sky orange and purple. The temple looms in the fading light, its shadow etched against the horizon. Tall stone pillars carved with strange symbols frame the entrance. Unlike familiar hieroglyphs, these symbols are abstract, geometric and alien. Some say they glow faintly in the dark, though no one knows why. Inside, the air grows colder and heavier. Narrow passages twist like a maze, leading to chambers where untouched artifacts rest in silence. Some seem made of unknown materials, others look like tools or devices far too advanced for the time. Researchers have spent years trying to decode the wall inscriptions, but the language remains a mystery. It doesn't match Egyptian writing or even the scripts of neighboring cultures. This suggests the builders may have been part of a lost civilization, or perhaps a hidden sect within Egypt itself. The temple's design is equally puzzling. Unlike most Egyptian monuments aligned with the sun or stars, this one is aligned with constellations that weren't even recognized until centuries later. Local legends speak of strange lights around the temple at night, of explorers who entered but never returned, and of voices carried on the wind. Some say shadows move inside in ways no one can explain. One expedition discovered tunnels beneath the temple leading to vast underground chambers filled with water, yet perfectly preserved. The glowing minerals in the walls cast a faint light over strange carvings that hint at long-lost knowledge. Explorers describe feeling a strange energy there, as if the temple itself were alive. Some believe it was more than a place of worship. It may have been a center of powerful knowledge, guarded to keep its secrets hidden. This temple challenges the idea of Egypt as just a land of pyramids and tombs. It suggests something more complex, perhaps connections to civilizations we haven't even discovered yet. As night falls over the desert, the temple waits in silence, its secrets buried deep in stone and shifting sand. A reminder that history is often stranger than we imagine, and some mysteries may never be solved. The tomb of the last oracle. In the vast Egyptian desert, far from the crowds and cities, lies another mystery, a tomb unlike any other, said to hold the resting place of the last oracle. For centuries, her story was whispered through ancient texts and passed down across generations. She was a woman of extraordinary vision, able to see the threads of time itself. To some, she was a prophet. To others, a guardian of forbidden wisdom. Her words were said to have the power to change history. Kings and priests sought her counsel, yet many feared the truths she revealed. Like all who hold great power, her fate was sealed in secrecy and silence. Her tomb was lost for thousands of years, buried under shifting sands, erased by time and wind. Only in recent decades did archaeologists, guided by fragmented manuscripts, uncover its entrance, cut into a remote cliff far from any known temple or city. The doorway is small and unassuming, yet surrounded by complex protective carvings unlike anything else in Egypt. The symbols seem designed to repel intruders and guard the oracle's secrets. Inside, the desert sun vanishes into a deep silence. The air is heavy with centuries of untold stories. Walls are covered with intricate art, paintings and carvings of prophecy, mystery and cosmic visions. Celestial scenes of stars and moons intertwine with kings, rituals and strange otherworldly beings, as if the tomb itself bridges earth and sky. Twisting corridors lead to chambers filled with artifacts, papyrus scrolls, ritual tools, and vessels made from unknown materials. At the heart of the tomb lies the oracle's sarcophagus, carved from deep black granite, polished smooth, inlaid with gold and gemstones. It shows her serene face, eyes closed, as if in eternal meditation. Among the treasures are scrolls written in a mysterious script that has baffled historians. Deciphered fragments reveal advanced astronomy, medicine far beyond its time, and profound spiritual insights about life and death. Explorers who entered describe feeling unseen presences, whispers on the wind, and shadows that flickered at the edges of vision. Many claim the oracle herself lingers there, silently watching over her resting place. The government restricts access, citing preservation concerns, but rumors persist of secret missions and discoveries too dangerous to share with the world. This tomb questions everything we think we know about ancient Egypt, suggesting a civilization with deeper wisdom, spiritual power, and scientific knowledge than we've imagined. The Forbidden Temple of Light. Hidden deep in a remote desert valley lies a place few have ever seen, the Forbidden Temple of Light. Surrounded by legend and secrecy, it is said to radiate with a glow unlike anything else on Earth. The journey there is a trial in itself, crossing brutal desert, climbing jagged cliffs, enduring scorching heat and relentless winds. Many who sought it lost their way or turned back, unsettled by strange stories carried through the air. Local legends say the temple is built from a rare transparent stone that glimmers faintly under sunlight and moonlight, unlike sandstone or limestone. The design is unlike any other in Egypt, with curved walls that bend and scatter light into shifting, mesmerizing patterns. Some believe this was intentional. Rituals performed here may have been meant to connect priests with a divine source of energy. At the entrance stand towering statues carved from the same glowing stone, their eyes seeming to watch all who approach. Carvings around the doorway appear to be protective spells or warnings. Inside, the temple transforms into a living play of light and shadow, constantly shifting as the sun moves across the sky. At night it is said to glow softly, like fire hidden within stone. Strange artifacts have been found within, golden relics shaped like flames, manuscripts filled with writings about light and energy, and bizarre mechanical devices whose purpose no one can explain. Ancient inscriptions describe a force called the light beyond light, a sacred power thought to transcend the material world, offering higher knowledge and cosmic awareness. But this power was dangerous. Stories tell of rituals so intense only the spiritually prepared could survive them. Those who tried to harness it without respect were consumed, driven mad, their bodies lost to forces they couldn't control. Why was the temple forbidden? Some say its power was too dangerous for common knowledge. Others believe it held truths that threatened established beliefs about Egyptian science and spirituality. Whatever the reason, the site remains tightly restricted, shrouded in secrecy. Explorers who have glimpsed it describe an overwhelming sense of awe, but also caution. The air inside feels alive, charged with history and something unexplainable. Visitors report sudden chills, strange lights, whispered voices in the wind, and even visions that feel like messages from another world. The Forbidden Temple of Light stands as a reminder that Egypt's mysteries are endless. Here, light is not just a physical force, but a symbol of something far greater, knowledge, power, and secrets still waiting in the desert silence. The Tomb of the Star Navigator. In the vast, sun-scorched deserts of Egypt, where earth meets sky across endless horizons, lies a tomb steeped in cosmic mystery and ancient wisdom, the tomb of the Star Navigator. This figure was no ordinary man. He was a priest, an astronomer, and a guide, a master of the night sky who could read the heavens like a sailor reads the sea. To the ancient Egyptians, the stars were living beings, gods watching from above, guiding the journey of souls into the afterlife. The navigator's sacred duty was to interpret those celestial signs and ensure the dead passed safely into the next world. For centuries, his resting place was lost, buried beneath drifting sands and time itself. When finally uncovered, deep in a remote valley, far from the grand tombs of pharaohs and nobles, it revealed secrets that reshaped our understanding of Egyptian astronomy and spirituality. The entrance is simple, carved into a cliff face, but surrounded by star maps and celestial engravings of astonishing detail. Scholars believe these carvings represent the night sky exactly as it looked thousands of years ago, a map not just for the living, but for the dead. Statues of mythical guardians flank the doorway, their eyes lifted toward the heavens. Inside, the tomb unfolds like a maze of chambers aligned with constellations. As sunlight filters through hidden openings, beams of light dance across carved symbols and painted scenes. This wasn't random. It was advanced astronomy, architecture designed to connect Earth with the cosmos. The walls are covered with stunning murals showing the navigator among the stars. He is often depicted holding a staff topped with the symbol of the North Star, the guiding light for both travelers and souls. Other scenes show celestial boats sailing through the night sky, carrying the dead across cosmic rivers to eternal rest. Archaeologists have found a treasure trove of artifacts here, beautifully crafted astrolabes, ceremonial robes embroidered with glittering star patterns, and scrolls filled with hymns and precise star charts. They reveal a culture deeply tied to the heavens, one that saw the cosmos not as a backdrop, but as an active force in life and death. The navigator was more than a guide. He was a bridge between worlds, a keeper of cosmic secrets and a guardian of the sacred journey. Legends say he possessed knowledge beyond human comprehension, the ability to commune with the stars, move between realms, and unlock the mysteries of the universe. Explorers who entered the tomb describe an atmosphere charged with timeless energy. Some reported faint lights flickering on the walls, as if the stars themselves were still alive inside the stone. Others heard whispers echoing softly through the chambers, like messages carried across the cosmos. Access to the tomb is now tightly restricted, guarded by authorities who understand its fragile importance. Researchers continue to study the artifacts and star maps, hoping to uncover more about ancient navigation, astronomy, and spirituality. The tomb stands as a testament to Egypt's unique blend of science and mysticism, a civilization that looked to the stars for guidance, wisdom, and hope. It reminds us that beneath the pyramids and temples, behind the sands and stones, lies a cosmic story still waiting to be told. As night falls and the desert sky fills with stars, the tomb of the navigator remains a silent beacon, a journey etched forever in stone, light, and shadow. It calls to those willing to listen, urging us to follow the stars through the sands of time and into the secrets of the universe. The Tomb of the Golden Bull. Beneath Egypt's blazing sun and shifting sands lies another mystery, wrapped in reverence and secrecy, the Tomb of the Golden Bull. For countless centuries, its existence was known only through legend, whispered stories passed down through generations. When finally uncovered, it opened a window into a forgotten chapter of Egyptian spirituality, one centered around the worship of a powerful symbol, the Golden Bull. The bull is an image that echoes across cultures, embodying strength, vitality, and divine protection. In Egypt, it took on sacred meaning tied to rebirth, fertility, and the eternal cycle of life and death. Unlike the well-known gods of the Egyptian pantheon, however, the cult of the Golden Bull was secretive, practiced by a devoted sect shrouded in mystery. The tomb was discovered in a remote valley, far from royal cemeteries and glittering cities. Its location was hidden by cliffs, dunes, and the harsh desert itself. The entrance is striking, guarded by statues of bulls carved in exquisite detail, their eyes once inlaid with gems that glowed like embers in the sun. Standing before it, the silence of the desert feels sacred, as though the wind itself carries voices from the past. The facade is covered with intricate carvings telling the story of the bull's importance. Ritual scenes, priests leading ceremonies, offerings laid upon altars and worshippers gathered in reverence. Inside, the walls burst with vibrant murals, worship, festivals, processions, hands raised in prayer, offerings of food, incense and treasure. At the heart of it all, the golden bull appears, not as a mere idol, but as a living symbol of divine presence and protection. The colours are still vivid after centuries, deep red, shining gold, rich blue. The artistry is breathtaking, a rare glimpse into a spiritual tradition that thrived alongside mainstream Egyptian religion while preserving its own identity. Within the chambers, countless relics were found, golden amulets shaped like bulls, fragments of pottery, jewellery inlaid with lapis lazuli, carnelian and turquoise. These weren't just ornaments but charms believed to hold protective magic, safeguarding the dead and blessing them in the afterlife. At the centre lies a magnificent alabaster sarcophagus, carved with scenes of the bull, surrounded by stars and sacred symbols. The one buried here remains a mystery. Was it a high priest of the golden bull? A ruler who embraced the symbol to strengthen his reign? Whoever it was, the resting place radiates undeniable power. Legends warn of a curse, that anyone who disturbs the golden bull's tomb will face misfortune or worse. These tales kept looters and treasure hunters away for centuries, adding to the tomb's aura of danger and secrecy. Even modern archaeologists report strange experiences, ghostly sounds echoing through empty halls, flickering lights without a source, and the overwhelming sense of being watched. Some dismiss these as natural effects of the tomb's design, but others believe the site still holds a spiritual energy, guarding its secrets. Access is now extremely limited, both for preservation and respect. Yet whispers persist of hidden chambers still undiscovered, and relics kept out of public view. The tomb of the Golden Bull reminds us that Egypt's religious history was not simple or uniform. Alongside familiar gods like Ra, Isis and Osiris, there were secret traditions and cults, each carrying their own mysteries. Finally, at the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much for listening and joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this, please follow S Historia and keep an eye out for future videos. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Your support really helps us bring more